to the MLS, and what an exciting day it is for Toronto FC. You know, this league for FC, it was rumored exactly 1 year ago that, you know, they'd moved north the league. And then on April the 7th of 2006, there it was. Still no official announcement that Toronto would become Major League Soccer's 13th franchise. There was no stadium and coach, not a single player signed, but things have changed. And while Mo Johnson's side won't be able to christen the new 20,000-seat BMO Field on Toronto's CNE grounds until the 28th, the team is looking to kick off the season in style at the lovely Home Depot Center in Carson, California. Great facility. With more on the match, here are Jerry Dodson and Craig Forrest on the countdown.
It's the countdown to kickoff for Toronto FC. Brought to you by Guinness Draft. Good things come to those who wait.
Well, the buzz here in Carson, California at the Home Depot Center around Toronto FC with the players and the coaches and even the media is something special. This league has never seen anything like it. The team itself, Craig, we've talked to the players and the coaches. They are keyed up. This is really a special moment we're about to witness.
It is. I mean, the time has come. There's been a ton of hard work done by the owners and also Toronto Football Club itself, Mo Johnson, and now the hard work really comes down to getting results on the field, more importantly.
And that's going to be the difficult thing because, after all, this is an expansion team, and what goes with that, lack of depth. And the other problem this team has is injuries. Here's head coach Mo Johnson.
When you have like 4 or 5 guys who would normally start on your team and not starting, losing O'Brien was a major blow. Obviously, you have Maurice Adu still sitting out but getting close. And now we'll just start to take it Welsh in, and Connor Casey's back. So we're looking forward to that, and then obviously having Carl Robinson in there. We're going to be okay, Johnny.
Well, there's no question that injuries, lack of depth are the problems that Mo Johnson is facing for this game tonight. So what do you look forward to in the lineup?
Well, Mo Johnson's talking about playing a 3 at the back. Jim Brennan will be the left-sided player of that 3 at the back. And Mark Beretta, who has struggled with fitness throughout preseason, is healthy and ready to go. So that looks good from that point of view. But the real question mark is really on the right side of midfield. Ronnie O'Brien picked up an injury during the week in training. He's not going to be healthy. So what's he going to do? He could possibly use Michael Canizares on that right side, or even move over Richard Monrooney into that position. But they do have the personnel to fill those holes. But it's going to be difficult.
We're going to enjoy it, that's for sure. Kickoff just a few hours away now. Let's send it back to Soccer Center.
I knew there was a great reason they weren't here today. Here is the Week 1 schedule as the MLS kicks off its 2007 campaign. And, of course, the game we are focusing on, Toronto FC and Chivas. And what a way to open right here on Rogers Sportsnet. Get ready for it, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, as they take on Chivas. Mr. Howard, how do we expect the new kids on the MLS block to do this season?
It is so tough. You know, the injuries that Mo Johnson has had to endure through the training camp has affected the team because you need to get the team working together as units. And he's had players absent through injury. Some have come in injured, they've got injuries in training. So to get his mojo working, as they say, he's got to really focus on really team unity. And that's one of the things he talked about when I was chatting to him. He said, we must get the team chemistry. And I think they've done that because Bob Gansler is a very experienced assistant coach for Mo Johnson, but it's going to be a tough one because Chivas USA, they improved last season. They had a horrendous first season. A lot of Mexican players. Mexicans have the style of play. And if we can get a tie on the road tonight, that will be tremendous.
We're all excited about it. You can watch it right here on Sportsnet. It's now time for the Sportsnet.ca Internet Poll, brought to you by AIC Mutual Funds. AIC helping Canadians build wealth through value investing. Now, will Toronto FC make the postseason in their inaugural campaign? Those answers are simple enough for me. Yes or no. While Toronto FC will be sporting a lineup tonight with a mix of good Canadian talent, they will, despite their best efforts, be without the services of two-time MLS MVP nominee and two-time Canadian Player of the Year, Houston's Dwayne P. Rosario. Dynamo management said in no uncertain terms throughout the offseason that the Scarborough, Ontario product would remain in the Lone Star State as one of the team's marquee players, a role that seems to suit the 28-year-old just.
He's confident. He's flashy. And some say he's even cocky. But Dwayne DeRosario has the credentials to back it up. He won MLS Cup MVP honors in 2001, his first year in the league, and went on to win 3 MLS Cups. The reigning Canadian Player of the Year has an insatiable appetite for success.
Well, my goal is always the same, I win a championship. So it's never the same, more championships in area.
DeRosario has spent 6 seasons in the league and has helped popularize the sport with his highlight reel goals. But now the MLS has a new star. In fact, he is the star, David Beckham, a signing that D-Ro isn't entirely happy with.
Yeah, I think for the league, I think it's a great thing because as of right now, we're having the attention from a broader media. You know, I think that helps the league, it helps the players like myself to be promoted on a wider scale across the world, and I think that's what Beckham's going to give you. In terms of the salary differences, I think that's where it causes the problem. I think when you look at how much you get paid to guys coming out of college, or some of the guys that be in the league like myself that has been contributing to the success of the league, and maybe the reason why these players want to come here, there's a big gap there. So until they make that adjustment, I think there's a problem in that field.
If you haven't learned by now, the talented 28-year-old is a straight shooter both on and off the pitch, and says the current Canadian coaching situation is getting downright distracting.
Very distracting. I think we have potential to be, for a lot of us, our last chance to make it to the World Cup, and we don't have a coach this year. But in saying that, it's one of those where if the CSA isn't sure about the coach that they're going to pick, then it's better that they take their time and make the right decision, because that can affect us for the World Cup, because like I said, it could potentially be, for a lot of us, our last opportunity to make the World Cup.
Canadian soccer fans will get a chance to see Dwayne suit up for the Dynamo when they play Toronto FC at BMO Field on May 16th.
For me, it's a big game to play at home. Being from Chicago, of course, Toronto, and I have a lot of fans coming out. I think I have like 400-something tickets sold in support of myself, so I think that makes me proud. And I want to make the people feel proud that they're coming out to represent myself.
400 friends. He's a popular guy. The 2-time MLS MVP nominee kicks off the season with the Houston Dynamo, and look where he finished in the Golden Boot Parade. He was right near the top with 11 goals. Soccer Central. More to come in a moment or so.